It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night primetime.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in Philadelphia Eagles. And hi again, everybody, alongside my partner, Charles. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. For the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Watson on 1st down. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space. Run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
The defense coordinator said, how can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Aaron Siposs on to punt as he'll get this one away now. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 63 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by York. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. At their own 16. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown. There from a yard out, and the Eagles have cut it back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the 1st half here, a long way to go. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts, he's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 40-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Graham opts not to return it. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. And taken right on the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play-action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
And he's going to go down again. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly. And
as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. To throw is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Going for it with Sanders. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Now the Browns signal for the second of their. Just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now
down 17-14. A little over a minute and a half remaining. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount. He got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every
Madden NFL 23. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Carolina Panthers and the...
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing Jones. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here now Roberts. Now a hit and a loose football. Inside the 20. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is...
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Foreman. And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Eddie Pinheiro down for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Darnold. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A carry for Foreman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now Darnold. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Darnay Holmes coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley.
Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Jones. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
From the 39, Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay.
20-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, first we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Kenny Galladay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Darnold on first down.
He gets this one to Hubbard, complete.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold from the red zone now. Over the middle, open is Thomas.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown!
Laviska Shenault.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold, and this is going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. James now to return it. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here at the 38. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On second down, here's Barkley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. James now to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. Barkley, inside handoff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown tonight. And the Giants are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. That caught by Tremble. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now it's Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. To the air again, Darnold.
That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Darnold to the right side and complete to Thomas.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw, Darnold.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Jones out to his left.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. To return is Roberts. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So Darnold and the Panthers now down 28-20. A little under 40 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Now Darnold. Complete to Shenault. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
Darnold to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be second down.
Jones.
And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette.
And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go. Here's Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down at the very end. They got the points late, right before the